Hello, my friend. So, Verizon is one of the three main cell phone carriers in the United States. Unfortunately, most rugged phones will not work with Verizon. So, in this video, I'm going to show you 7 rugged phones that will work with Verizon. Now, I got to give a big shout out to Fuller for recommending that I do this video. Now, I actually talked directly with Verizon, and they assured me that all of these phones will work on their network. Check the description below for links to each of these rugged phones for more information or to purchase one. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss more great rugged smartphone videos. And now let's get straight into this video. First up is the Samsung Galaxy XCover Pro. Released in January 2020, the Galaxy XCover Pro is not only durable, but it also has a sleek and attractive design. You won't find this design in most other rugged phones, and it makes it feel less like you're holding a giant brick in your hand. This is one of the top rugged phones from Samsung for many reasons, and it shows that they did their research on what rugged phone lovers would be looking for. It even supports push-to-talk, so you can use it as a two-way radio when you can't connect to LTE service. It has a 6.3-inch edge-to-edge display screen at 2340 by 1080 FHD Plus resolution with Gorilla Glass 5, which is resistant to scratches and damages. Although it's got an underwhelming amount of RAM at just 4GB and a low internal storage of 64GB, the Galaxy XCover Pro can be expanded up to 512GB internal storage with a micro SD card, which should be enough for normal users. The Galaxy XCover Pro works great with Verizon, and it has an IP68 certification, which means it is completely protected against dust, sand, dirt, and high-pressure sprays, and it is waterproof up to 1.5 meters underwater for 35 minutes. In addition to this, it also withstood all 21 of the military standard 810G tests. This heavy-duty phone is powered by an Exynos 9611 processor and runs on an average size 4050 mAh battery. But the most remarkable thing about this is the fact that the battery is removable and can be swapped out with a replacement battery to prolong its usage. This makes it great for extended use without needing to charge it up. This phone costs $500 or starts at $14 per month for 36 months if you get it from Verizon. You can also get it for $300 on Amazon. The Galaxy XCover Pro is definitely not the cheapest rugged phone in this video, so keep watching so you can find out which one is. Now, if you're looking for a 5G rugged phone for Verizon, these next two are for you. And make sure to stick around for the #1 phone in this video because it is also 5G and you definitely will want to see this one. Next up is the Kyocera Duraforce Ultra 5G UW. Kyocera is no newbie when it comes to the world of rugged smartphones. In fact, they have quite a few impressive rugged phones in their lineup. With a 5.45-inch screen, it's not exactly big, but it weighs 278 grams and is much heavier than your average smartphone. This phone is IPX5 and IPX8, so it's got protection against low-pressure jets, and it's fully waterproof up to 78 inches underwater for 30 minutes, and it's also IP6X, so it's totally protected against dust and other particles. It is also drop-proof and even military standard 810H certified for even more durability. The Duraforce Ultra 5G has a Snapdragon 765G chipset, which is the second best chipset in this video, and it also comes with 6GB of RAM. It has an inbuilt battery of 4500 mAh, which is a relatively large battery compared to regular smartphones, but average when you compare it to several other rugged phones on the market. It has wireless charging and a 5G network that works with the widely available Sun 6 GHz and the hard-to-find but faster MM-Wave spectrum. While there are phones in our video today with better camera qualities and other features, the Duraforce Ultra 5G is a great phone for just about anyone who needs a rugged phone that works with Verizon. If you get it from Verizon, the Duraforce Ultra 5G costs $900 or starts at $25 a month for 36 months. Or you can get a renewed one on Amazon for $444. Check the description below for links. Now keep watching because this next phone is also 5G. It's the Kyocera Durasport 5G UW. The Durasport 5G has a wider 5G coverage that enables fast speed and ensures undisturbed productivity. It's one of the newest models we'll be looking at in this video today, and it was released in April 2021. Although it's relatively small compared to the Duraforce 5G, this Durasport weighs 185 grams and is a nice looking round-edged phone. It has a 6.2-inch FHD IPS LCD 500 nit display. The 400 ppi screen not only offers high imagery and fine detail, but it also works well even when the screen is wet or if you've got gloves on, which makes it great for outdoor use. The Durasport 5G supports facial and fingerprint recognition, which is a testament to the year it was released, and it is an upgrade from a lot of rugged phones in its class. Aside from its ruggedness and durability, it's a pretty basic phone running on the Snapdragon 480 chipset, and it's got a decent 4500 mAh battery. It has 4 GB of RAM and ships with just 64 GB of internal storage, which honestly is disappointing, especially for its price. The phone has an IP67 dust, sand, and water rating. It is military standard 810H drop resistant and has survived drop tests from 5 feet onto concrete. One of its unique features is the multi-camera mode that helps show the rear camera and the front-facing camera at the same time. Other camera features include time-lapse and impressive night mode and slow motion, and it can even record underwater. The Durasport 5G UW costs $580 from Verizon and starts at $16 per month for 36 months, or you can get it for $499 on Amazon. Now, these next two phones are from a company that makes explosion-proof phones that you may not have heard of before. Next up is the Sonim XP3plus. The Sonim XP3plus is the first and only flip phone that we'll be talking about in this video, and it has made the cut simply because of its impressive list of specs. Sonim has been known for building rugged phones for decades now, and the XP3plus is a fairly new design launched in March 2022, making it the second newest rugged phone in this video. It has a substantial size of 4.57 by 2.36 by 1.1 inches when it's closed, and it weighs 219 grams, which is not totally unexpected for phones like this. It has a removable battery with a cover that screws shut, which is pretty cool. But the battery capacity is very low at just 2300 mAh. So this phone probably is not for you if you're looking for a large battery rugged phone. The XP3plus is IP68 rated, so it's completely resistant to dust, dirt, and submersion in water, and it is rated military standard 810H for even more drop proofing and durability. On top of that, it's got an armor-like case that helps strengthen its drop resistance even more. While the XP3plus is not a smartphone, it does provide internet access, so it would not be suitable for you if you're trying to completely avoid the internet. It also connects to 5 GHz Wi-Fi networks when some other rugged phones, even smartphones, cannot, and it costs $200 from Verizon, or you can get it for $5.55 per month for 36 months. Next up is the Sonim XP8. This military-grade phone was released in May 2018 and set the bar really high for how an ultra-rugged phone should perform. As expected of a phone calling itself ultra-rugged, the Sonim XP8 weighs 335 grams, which is by any definition heavy for a phone, and it has dimensions of 5.98 by 3.13 by 0.71 inches. The XP8 has an IP69 rating, which is the highest IP rating that you can get. It is completely dust, dirt, and sand-proof and water-resistant for over 1 meter underwater for up to 30 minutes. The screen size is 5 inches with an IPS LCD display with 442 ppi density and Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection, so the screen will not break if you drop it. The XP8 has a Snapdragon 630 chipset and a 4900 mAh removable battery. But it's got a low 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB internal storage. Aside from its ultra ruggedness and durability, the XP8 is also known for its push-to-talk feature that comes in quite handy for communication and its ability to power remote speaker microphones without extra batteries. The XP8 costs $650 from Verizon or starts at $18 a month for 36 months, or you can get a renewed one on Amazon for just $300 and it will work with Verizon. Check the description for links. The second to last phone in this video is the Cat S48C. Released on the 8th of November in 2018, this has got a very rugged design weighing 264 grams and it comes with a 5-inch IPS LCD display. It does have Corning Gorilla Glass 5 that is scratch and damage resistant, and it also includes a proximity sensor. Unfortunately, it only has 4 GB of RAM and a very low 32 GB of internal storage, but sometimes you can get it with 64 GB of storage if you buy it directly from Verizon. And you can expand the storage up to 128 GB with a micro SD card. This phone has a non-removable 4000 mAh battery with Qualcomm Quick Charge 4. With an IP68 resistance, the S48C is completely waterproof, dust-proof, drop-proof, shock-proof, resistant to humidity, extreme temperatures, and dirt. It is the perfect phone if you spend a lot of time outdoors and in extreme weather conditions. There's no precise number for how many meters it can survive underwater and for how long, but it's safe to assume it would be okay at least a few meters underwater. And CAT boasts that its 13 megapixel camera can be used to take photos underwater. The CAT S48C is available for $574 on Amazon, $599 from Verizon, or starting at $17 a month for 36 months from Verizon. Now, before I show you the last phone, make sure to subscribe and leave a like on this video if you've gotten some value here. I've got tons more awesome rugged smartphone videos coming up that you definitely don't want to miss. Last but certainly not least is the Galaxy XCover 6 Pro. Released in the US in October 2022, this is the newest phone on this list, and some are calling it the best rugged phone that you can get right now, all things considered. Now, it was built specifically to survive severe weather, drops, rain, and other hazardous workplaces. Like the original XCover that we talked about earlier in this video, the XCover 6 Pro is rugged, but it's not super bulky. It has a nice, sleek design like you would find in a non-rugged phone. The XCover 6 Pro runs on an octa-core Snapdragon 778G, which is a fast mid-range chipset, and it's the best chipset in this video. It's also got 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of internal storage that is expandable up to 1 TB. It's got a 6.6-inch FHD Plus TFT LCD screen with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus, and it runs at 1080 by 2408 resolution. It is IP68 dust and water resistant, so it will survive being submerged in fresh water 5 feet deep for up to 30 minutes. According to Verizon, it is drop-proof up to 1.8 meters or 5.9 feet, and it is rated military standard 810H. But Samsung says it's military standard 810G, so I'm not sure who to believe there. It's got a 4050 mAh replaceable battery that gives you over 20 hours call time and 359 hours standby. The battery size is not super impressive, but the replaceable battery means that you can swap out the battery for a freshly charged one if you need to, so that is nice. And it supports 15-watt fast charging. The XCover 6 Pro has a 50 megapixel rear main camera. It does have a 3.5mm headphone jack. It runs Android 12. It does support NFC, and it's even got 2 programmable buttons. You also can use it to scan barcodes with Samsung's Knox Capture, and its super loud speaker volume makes it great for using it as a walkie-talkie with push-to-talk. This phone costs $600 on Amazon and $600 from Verizon, but you can get a $250 discount through Verizon if you're part of a business or an organization, and you can get it for as low as $17 or even $10 per month for 36 months from Verizon. Well, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Then check out this playlist for more great rugged smartphone videos, and I will see you in the next video.